Hello everyone, this is Tejaswini Chiranjeevi. In this video, let's try to understand about the Section 40B of the Income Tax Act 1961. And this Section 40B is amended for AY 25-26 and this becomes one of the important topic as well. Okay. So Section 40B states that if you are a partner, that if you are in a partnership including an LLP, partnership includes both the partnership registered under the Partnership Act and also under the LLP. So basically what happens as per the your books of accounts, you would deduct your remuneration, you would deduct your bonus, you would deduct your interest from your total income, so that you have paid to your respective partner. But income tax says that no, wait, we have given section 40B. Section 40B is introduced that we are going to restrict the remuneration, the interest which the partner is receiving, to the extent which we want to give it to you. Basically, they are telling if you're having a partner who's getting interest, that is any partner in getting any interest in excess of 12%, it shall be disallowed from your total income. What does it mean? Suppose you are getting interest of 1,50,000. Okay, the amount is 10 lakh. As per this, if it is 1,50,000, obviously it is going to be 15%. No. You have received 1,50,000, but the amount which is allowed as deduction is only 1,20,000. You have already taken this as deduction under your income tax. So remaining 30,000 will be what? Disallowed. Clear? Will be disallowed. It can be done in two ways. One, you can disallow the entire 1,50,000 from your PGBP computation, and you can allow 1,20,000 as your deduction. The excess of 30,000 only will be allowed. Sorry, disallowed. Otherwise, you can directly do this computation and add back 30,000 rupees. Disallowed amount of 30,000 rupees you can add back to your PGBP. Done? Okay. So, keeping the other points in mind, this is for your interest. Interest is done. Excess of 12% will be disallowed. Done. Totally finished. In case of remuneration, now you have various trenches which is recorded. That is remuneration to non-working partner. That fellow is just invested the money and is going roaming everywhere. That fellow is non-working partner. No, except work is doing everything. That non-working partner, whatever amount which you are paying, it is disallowed. Department Income Tax Act doesn't want to give it as allowed. People, expenditure, if it is allowed as your deduction, think expenditure is more, the profit will be less. No, expenditure is subtracted. So higher the expenditure, lower the profit that you get. So the department is like, we will not allow such expenditure. We will disallow such expenditure. Remuneration to working partners not authorized by deed. You are telling I will get the remuneration, that is we have paid the remuneration. This fellow is working partner only, we have paid the remuneration. That was not there in deed only. Yeah. You should show it in your deed, no, that the salary would be allowed anta. It is disallowed. Now you are intelligently stating you are allowing it in the deed. And you are telling for the earlier years also we will allow the salary. Why will they do that? See, if there is any remuneration paid to the working partner or interest authorized by deed, now you don't have problem. Now they are going one level extra. They are authorizing for earlier years also in the deed. Earlier years, if you are allowing, no, go in that, disallow. It is not allowed. Only for the relevant period, only for the current year, it should be authorized by the deed to the working partners. Only then it will be allowed. Otherwise, it will be disallowed. Okay. Now, the remuneration, whatever is allowed, disallowed, you have seen. To what extent it is allowed and to what extent it is not allowed, it is provided with the point. Okay. Earlier in AY 24-25, this is the earlier provision, people. So, please be sure this is the earlier provision. This is the amended provision. Okay. On the first 3 lakh, see total if you have got 10 lakh rupees, okay. Earlier on the first 3 lakh of the book profit, or if you don't have any income only, suppose for the first 3 lakh you would pay 1,50,000 or 90% of such profit. How much would be allowed? So 90% of such profit would be how much here? 3 lakh into 90%. How much would that be? 2,70,000. No. 2,70,000 or 1,50,000, whichever is higher. Obviously, you will select 2,70,000 only. On the remaining, I told you my income was 10 lakh. 3 lakh rupees I've already considered here. Remaining 7 lakh mele, I'll take 60%. 7 lakh into 60%, how much would you get? You would get 4.2 lakh. 4.2 lakh plus 2.7 lakh. How much would you take it? 4.2 plus 2 lakh 70,000. You would take 2 lakh 90,000 is the maximum remuneration which is allowed. Correct? Now, suppose the remuneration which you have paid, the partnership has paid is 9 lakh. How much would be allowed? Only 6.9 is allowed. The remaining is not. What about if you have paid only 5 lakh? The entire 5 lakh will be allowed. This is the maximum limit they are stating, not the minimum, people. This is the maximum, not minimum. So 6.9 is fully. Understand? So whatever the provision which you have applied over here, that same provision you need to apply it for 90% now. Whatever I taught you, this is the earlier provision. Okay, I've applied for the current. On the first 6 lakh, 10 lakh only income. On the first 6 lakh, 6 lakh into how much? 3 lakh or 90% of the book profit. 6 lakh into 90% will be how much? 6 lakh into 90%, it is going to be 5.4 lakh. Okay. On the remaining 4 lakh, 10 lakh only 6 lakh you have considered here, 4 lakh you are taking here. On the remaining 4 lakh, 60% if you take, you will get 2.4 everyone. So what is the total remuneration which will be allowed for you will be 7.8. Which will be allowed as how much? 7.8. This 7.8 lakh is the maximum remuneration which is allowable now for the same 10 lakh. Earlier it was 6.9. Now it is 7.8. Advantage only, no. This section, this whatever amendment they have done, it's an advantage only. 7.8 is what the remuneration that you will get. Suppose you don't have any income only. You have become some bekar fellow and you are getting some loss. And the loss, 3 lakh or 90% of the book profit, whichever is higher. Book profit you don't have, so you will not have this. 3 lakh, minimum of 3 lakh will be allowed as your deduction. That is the, sorry, not minimum, maximum of 3 lakh will be allowed. Clear? Understood? See, this net profit point, the net profit as per P&L you will take. You will add back interest and they will add back remuneration. You will get the book profit. How do you derive this book profit? People, this is not just the normal profit. This is the book profit. Okay. Book profit, all the computation, all the provisions are same. Just that you are going to add back this interest and remuneration. And then you are going to subtract the remuneration as per, sorry, interest as per P&L. And this book profit is subject to remuneration adjustment. That's called as book profit before remuneration. This point is the starting point for you to calculate this provision. Clear? So this is your section 40B. Thank you so much for your patience. We'll meet in next video.